To the weather right now as we take a live look at King Street and Boone today. On this Monday, we have some clear, cool, and dry conditions that are locked in across the Carolinas, resulting in some increased wildfire danger and also some that camera lens looks like it needs to be cleaned as well. Let's get right over to Tara right now in the Pinpoint Weather Center. And Tara, could some wet weather be on the horizon at all to help ease up the dry conditions?
Yes, even by tomorrow night, but definitely Wednesday, we're looking at that Pinpoint Weather Alert Day because we could be tracking some pretty turbulent conditions when it comes to the wind and the possibility of some stronger, even severe thunderstorms rumbling through. But for now, yes, we've been talking all about it here since late last week and all throughout the weekend, how dry it is, leading to the wildfire spread, and that increased fire danger does continue. You are advised to avoid any sort of outdoor burning with the dry vegetation, the extremely dry air in place, and of course always remember to properly extinguish and dispose of properly those smoking materials. But the weather otherwise is pretty nice for another day today. We felt the cooler conditions yesterday behind Saturday's front, and we're warming up a little more today, closer to 60 in the Queen City. Southwest wind about 5 to 10 miles per hour. But again, those relative humidity percentages and dew point numbers are still real dry, only in the teens. 59 out in Monroe and Wadesboro. We have the lower 60s in Cheraw right now, but only mid 50s in Salisbury, close to 60 in Morganton. Shelby, you all there at 56, and we're on either side of 50 up there in the high country. We were just looking there in the mountains at Boone. So high pressure starting to kind of lose its grip over our area, and eventually we'll start to see more moisture gathering and that next storm system entering the picture from the west by Wednesday morning. So tonight we are still primarily dry, mostly clear too, and it's going to be a chilly start tomorrow morning with the wind picking up just a little bit out of south-southeast at about 10 to 15 or so miles per hour. We start the day in the mid 30s, but a warmer afternoon is ahead. Now tomorrow, the storm system getting just a little bit closer to us, but we're going to see an outbreak of severe weather and possible multiple tornadoes over sections of the mid and deep south. So that storm threat is still west of us during the day tomorrow. And so we're still looking okay, again, becoming a little more breezy and gusty, more clouds for sure. The sky turning more partly sunny and mostly cloudy, but temperatures will still have a chance to get boosted up into the mid 60s with that warmer flow ahead of the system. There is a possibility, not so much in the morning, but by late afternoon and evening, we could see some light spotty showers kind of trickling in from the south. And here's a latest look at the timing here on the advancement of that storm system. So by 3 o'clock in the morning, you all in the mountains could be waking up to some heavy rain outside, maybe some rumbles of thunder. By 5 a.m., the widespread heavier rain and some gusty winds starts to overspread the area. 7 o'clock in the morning, we start to see that nicely just kind of defined here. You can see it on the radar imagery, squall line of some intense wind and stronger possible severe thunderstorms. We can't rule out a brief spin up tornado as well, but that could be coming through early in the morning for that morning drive time. So you just need to stay weather aware and check in with us before heading out the door. 10 o'clock in the morning, that line is shifting off to the east. And so by the afternoon, the atmosphere is settling down. We'll still have some lingering wind, and we could see some highest elevation mountain snow too by the time all is said and done. So the severe risk right now looks to be highest near, say, the I-85, I-77 corridor points west, where you see the yellow. Damaging wind gusts, we're talking about 60+ mile per hour wind gusts is going to be the main threat. But as I said, we just can't rule out a brief spin up tornado with that line as well. We're going to be looking at a pretty decent soaking too in a lot of neighborhoods, especially up here in the mountains and down toward the foothills, with as much as 2 to 4 inches of rain possible and up to an inch with some of those downpours into Wednesday. But Thursday will be drier, still breezy. Friday is nice and dry to wrap up the week. Notice we cool down briefly again behind the front. The up and down temperature ride continues. We're back in the 70s on Saturday. And by the way, it's spring forward time this weekend, turning those clocks ahead 1 hour before bed.